Hi everyone, it's Vicky here and it's Monday and I wanted to give you an update. I tried to post this on Friday and unfortunately my videos continue to be too long, so I'm going to try and really cut it down and go quickly through this. So I wanted to give you an update on how I'm doing and also say hi to everyone out there quickly to to Shemshumi. Way to go you on week 1 of eating raw foods. I wish you all the best. I'm sending incredible amounts of positive energy and support out to you across the Atlantic. I hope you have a great week. And to Vera and to Ish, way to go you too. You just got a couple of days left on your master cleanse and I hope that's going to go incredibly well for both of you too. So I'm thinking of you all and all the rest of you and us who are doing everything we can to get our health to the best point that we can. So on a health note, let me give you a quick update on how I'm doing. Really great news as far as my weight loss goes. Depending on the scale, I'm either down 58 or 60 pounds. 60 pounds, yay! It's crazy. It's like one of those pleasant things in life that every time I see a new number, I'm like, wow, because it doesn't feel like I'm really doing anything. I feel so great that it's just amazing to me. But thank you, Victoria Butenko, and your green smoothies. Cheers, everyone. Oh, this is good food. Good for the body. I love green smoothies. Okay, so that's an update on the weight, and I also have some more good news, and that is that my nurse practitioner, my healthcare professional, has agreed that I can go down to 0.088 as far as my dose goes instead of 0.1 for my thyroxine medicine, so I'm really happy about that. And I know it may take me a while yet to get right off of it, and I'm not worried about that, but I love this opportunity to try a lower dose and see how that goes. So far I'm feeling good, and if the fatigue and malaise return, then I know it's my thyroid. I know that feeling, and I'll be right back in the office to get on top of it, because I've had such great success by helping my thyroid that I don't want to be overtaxing it if I don't need to. So now here I want to speak a little bit too about a therapy that I've been doing recently called colon hydrotherapy, and I was really pleasantly surprised to understand that there is a therapist in my area that can provide colon hydrotherapy treatments to me, and I found her through someone I trust as well, and she's got a really great clinic, and I'm really happy that I've started the therapy, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. What I will tell you, I signed up or agreed to have 6 sessions, colon hydrotherapy sessions, and of course, this is how life goes sometimes, right? On the very first day of my first session, I couldn't find the place. So, you know, I'm just like this big ball of stress that walks into the office and says, yeah, let's do some colon hydrotherapy. Well, let me tell you, when you're stressed like that, you're not in the relaxed state that doing the therapy really benefits from. So I have to say that after my first session, I was still really on the fence about whether it was a good idea or not. And I wouldn't have been able to tell you, sort of what my opinion was on it, because I just didn't really feel as though much was going on that first therapy, which may be quite normal. I'm not sure. That was certainly how it was for me. But then as the second and third and fourth therapies happened, a little bit more was happening. And just to talk more about the actual procedure, okay, let's be honest, depending on who you are, if you're like me, those first 10 seconds when the tubing is all being put in place and everything, the best way to describe it is prepare yourself for, and then I found if I breathe through that and the tubes are all in place and everything, it's very comfortable after that. Unless you can probably imagine the way the system works, if the water as it's entering our systems comes up against the pressure of some gas or something like that, that can feel a little bit painful and uncomfortable. But as more and more fills are done, that gas works itself out. And let me tell you that the second and third and fourth weeks, I started to notice with each successive week that the treatment was producing more and more elimination. And last Thursday was my 5th week, and the 5th week for me was what changed it, where I noticed the most significant change. I went in last Thursday, and it was an incredible therapy. Like, the amount of elimination that I was experiencing, and the amount of water that she was able to use to cleanse the colon was so much more than any previous week. And I have to tell you that one of the fills on the 5th week, it was as if I could feel my abdomen extending as the water came in through the lower part of my colon and made its way up and around. I could almost feel my whole colon extending and my abdomen extending, but it wasn't painful at all. Like, it was not an uncomfortable feeling. And when we released that fill, let me just say that when people say that there's mucus and other stuff in the body that the colon hydrotherapy will help eliminate, it does. And like I said, that last Thursday, walking out of that office, it was like no other day before, because I felt so light, and as if so much stuff had been released, which it was, that it was amazing. Like, when I got home, I wasn't even hungry. I didn't really feel hunger almost for the entire rest of the day. Probably until the next day even did I not really, like, I didn't even feel like eating. I just felt so flushed out, and really, really light, as if, I had just, a lot of stuff had been eliminated, and a lot of stuff that probably wasn't doing me any good by staying in my system. And like, the lightness was not just light in terms of physically light, but like light in every sense. Like, I just felt, I'm not even sure what the right word is, but I felt really comfortable and really clean, if that makes any sense. And so now, after 5 weeks, I'm going to agree with Matt Monarch. It's funny, he just did a video on this recently, because, I had my 5th treatment, and then I watched his video where he says, have a colonic, it's the best thing you can do for your health. And now, after 5 weeks, I'm no longer on the fence. I agree with him. Like, that treatment, once you get a good rhythm going and your body understands what's happening, and you're more open to the treatment, it is an amazing, amazing thing. So, if you have a good therapist that you trust and it's something you're interested in, I can tell you, based on my own experience, I'm on board. I wanted to do this therapy, and I'll continue to do it sort of intermittently over the summer, now that I'm almost finished my 6 weeks. Because what I'm building up to is a juice feast in the fall, and I really would like to be able to use colon hydrotherapy to help me with a longer term juice feast, if I'm able to manage it, when peristalsis and things are going to be a little bit less aggressive, because I won't be eating a lot of fiber, and so there won't be a lot of peristalsis naturally. So I realize now that the colon therapy certainly helps with that. So those are my thoughts on that. Again, if someone's thinking about it, it's well worth the consideration, and even just trying it. But I don't know that the first treatment is going to be a true picture of what the treatments can be if you continue on with them. So that would be my suggestion to anyone, is if you're going to try it, don't just use 1 or 2 treatments as your basis for your evaluation of it. It's something that takes maybe a little bit longer, as it did in my case, to really see the benefits of. So I'm hoping everyone has a really, really great day, and again, my thoughts are with all of you, sending totally positive energy out to you as we continue to do all the things that we're doing to make our lives better. Have a good day, everyone.